Places Girls Just Want to Get Haunted with Jasmine and Lacey.
Haunted places, paranormal stories, questionable decisions. Let's get spooky.
Hello. He said, hold
I've
me.
missed you so much.
He said, hold me.
Hold me.
Hold me.
If you don't touch me, I'm gonna stand outside and scream.
If you don't touch me, I'll die. Oh, frizz girl.
You in your jammies.
All right, there's no fan and I'm warm.
Well, yeah, I didn't want it to be like...
It makes sense. I'm just saying.
We've had enough sound issues. That's what's haunting me. We got new microphones, so hopefully everything sounds so much better. Because I could hear you. I can hear you. It's great.
It is great, but also we only had like one microphone that really worked.
It worked, just not well.
The other one was always quieter.
Frisker's just gonna make you pet him this entire episode.
Perfect.
What's haunting you, Lacey?
Broken Bird. We watched that movie and it was awful.
Broken Bird.
We saw it in theaters.
Oh, the weird one about the funeral home?
Yes.
Ooh, that was strange.
I saw the previews and I was like, a girl at a funeral home with baby bangs? I'm here for it.
All she cares about is the baby bangs.
She had a great wardrobe. Movie was unhinged.
I love a weird movie. Love a weird movie. That was too weird. That was too weird.
I agree. It was so weird. Speaking of movies, though, we did finally watch Undertone, which everyone, because we have a podcast, was like, you need to watch this. It's so scary.
It was not scary.
We were bored the whole time. We had our phones out. I mean, we didn't see that one in theaters, so we could have our phones on us.
Did we watch that other one? Yeah, we did. That was like paranormal, and her sister was a paranormal investigator and goes missing. Shelby Oaks.
Yes.
Yeah, we watched that one too. That one was
also zoned in and out of that one.
Because people were like, oh, this is so scary. I'd never heard about it. Didn't like it that much. It was meh.
But I was so excited about Broken Bird. People are like, weird girls, this is for you. This is your next weird girl movie.
Too weird. Too weird.
There is a line, and I'm drawing it there.
I do love a weird movie, but that one might have been too weird.
I agree. Like, I love, like, a weird movie, but, like, and then Undertone, that everyone's like, it's so scary, and it's about a podcast. It's right up your alley. And I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, sure, I'll try it. I think I spent most of the movie trying to figure out where I knew her from.
Yeah, you're like, I've seen this person before.
Handmaid's Tale.
I do that too, where I'm like, I recognize this actor. Where are you from?
I think that also might be like an autism, ADHD thing.
I hyper focus on it until I can remember, and if I don't remember, I just look it up. So
I'm very good about finding like weird side characters that like you have to, it's not just like an easy find.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will find them and it will drive me nuts until I do.
I hate when I'm like, I know this person from somewhere. I know this person. And then it's not the right person. They just look exactly the same. And I'm like, who is this guy? Who is this?
You're actually just face blind.
Where did this person come from?
But I guess what's haunting me is I've tried to watch some movies lately and they have not been good.
A fail. It's been an absolute fail.
Absolute fail.
What are we talking about today, Lacey?
Honestly, I have no idea. What are we talking about?
I thought you were going to ask me, so I just asked you, even though it's my notes.
I'm sorry. As we've learned, I don't ask questions. It's a constant problem for other people in my life.
I'm going to need you to ask some questions, okay?
What question? Should I start taking notes of questions I'm supposed to ask you? Because otherwise I won't.
Maybe. You just have a notes page of what I'm supposed to record for this podcast. Insert stupid conversation here.
You laugh. but my tism needs that.
We're talking about mediums today.
Love mediums.
Yeah. So
we almost went to a convention today on mediums.
That would have been great, but I don't have any money. So
I mean, same.
It's also like 2.5 hours away. We'll just have to go to a different one.
Also, I didn't know about it till yesterday.
Yeah, you literally sent a message. I was like, this would be really cool.
And I'm like,
that's
wait,
tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't. I looked at the date and I was like, oh, it's like the end of May. And then I'm like, oh, it is the end of May. That's tomorrow.
Crazy.
Today we're learning how to use a calendar.
No, that was yesterday. We were learning how to use a calendar. Let's creep into this. What if the dead could still speak? What if grief didn't have to be the end of the conversation? For thousands of years, people across nearly every culture have believed that certain individuals could stand with one foot in our world and one foot somewhere beyond it. They've been called seers, oracles, shamans, mystics, prophets, witches, psychics. But today we usually call them mediums. And whether you believe they're gifted messengers, master manipulators, or something in between, mediums have shaped religion, culture, politics, and even science for centuries. Today we're diving into the strange, controversial, emotional, and often theatrical history of mediumship. From ancient temples to Victorian séances, from frauds exposed in candlelight, to modern psychic conventions where apparently Lacey and I got readings that were a little too accurate. So dim the lights and let's talk to the dead. At its core, a medium is someone who claims to communicate between the living and the spirit world. Usually that means speaking with deceased loved ones, but in some traditions it can also mean gods, angels, guides, ancestors, or unseen energies. The word medium literally means middle person, someone between two worlds, and throughout history, mediumship has taken many forms. There's different types of mediums, so mental mediums, these are the most common today. They claim to receive messages mentally through clairvoyance, which would be clear seeing, clairaudience, which would be clear hearing, clairsentience, or a clear feeling, and claircognizance. Oh, that's a hard word. Claircognizance. Clear
Words
knowing. Yeah. Basically, they say they receive impressions and translate them. There's trance mediums. These mediums enter altered states of consciousness and claim spirits speak through them, sometimes with different voices, sometimes with different personalities, sometimes delivering long speeches. There's physical mediums. Popular in the 1800s, they claimed spirits could physically affect the room through knocking sounds, moving tables, bells ringing, floating objects, materialized hands or faces, ectoplasm. We'll get into the ectoplasm a little later.
Yikes.
Channelers, a more modern version. Instead of the dead, some claim to channel spirit guides, ascended masters, angels, or cosmic beings. Same basic concept, new branding. Before organized religion, before science, before written language, humans buried their dead with tools, food, jewelry, and offerings. That suggests something important. They believed death was not the end. And once people believed the dead continued somewhere. The next logical question was, can we reach them? The earliest history of mediumship, belief in spirit communication is ancient. So long before the Victorian seance, humans were already trying to reach beyond death. In Mesopotamia, 4000 BCE, some of the earliest written records come from Mesopotamia. Priests interpreted dreams, omens, eclipses, and strange natural events as messages from divine forces. Kings often relied on these interpretations before war or political decisions. Imagine invading another kingdom because someone read a goat liver wrong. My bad, guys. That spot wasn't supposed to be there.
Bring me another liver.
Ancient Egypt, of course. Who didn't have an Egyptian phase as a child? Because I did.
Scarabs. Love scarabs.
Egyptians deeply believed in the afterlife. Priests interpreted dreams, consulted gods, and performed rituals meant to contact divine realms. The dead were thought to remain active and influential, which honestly makes sense from the people who perfected tomb architecture. Ancient Greece gave us one of history's most famous spirit intermediaries. The Oracle of Delphi, the Pythia, a priestess of Apollo, would enter trance states and deliver cryptic prophecies. Kings, generals, and common people traveled great distances to ask questions. Her answers were famously vague, which is still a psychic business model today. Romans practiced augury, reading bird flight patterns, animal entrails, natural signs. Basically, if something weird happened, it meant Jupiter had opinions. It was in retrograde, okay? With the rise of Christianity in Europe, spirit communication became more complicated. Approved visions from saints, acceptable. Mystical revelations, maybe. Village women speaking to spirit in the woods. That could get dangerous fast. Still, belief never disappeared. Astrology flourished. Mystics reported visions. Folk healers remained active. People have always wanted answers from something bigger than themselves. The 1800s, the spiritualism explosion. Now we hit the true golden ages of mediums. 1848, Hydesville, New York, two sisters, Kate and Margaret Fox. They claimed mysterious knocking sounds in their home were messages from a murdered peddler buried beneath the house. They developed a code, 1 knock for yes, 2 for no, and America became obsessed. The Fox sisters became celebrities almost overnight. Crowds packed halls to witness spirit communication. Newspapers covered it relentlessly, and a new religious movement was born, spiritualism. This movement exploded for a few reasons. Number one, grief. The 19th century was full of death, disease, child mortality, war. Families desperately wanted proof loved ones still existed. Number two, science was changing religion. Electricity, telegraphs, invisible forces. People thought maybe spirits were just another unseen energy science hadn't explained yet. Number three, women found power here. Many women became mediums, lecturers, and leaders during a time when churches often barred them from authority. Mediumship gave women a public voice. That part is historically huge. Let's talk about some famous mediums of the era. The rise of spiritualism in the 1800s created a brand new kind of celebrity. Before film stars, before influencers, before radio personalities, there were mediums. They packed lecture halls, filled theaters, drew newspaper headlines, and convinced thousands that the dead were only a whisper away. Some were sincere believers, some were brilliant performers, some were both. And a few became some of the most recognizable names of their century. No conversation about famous mediums began anywhere else. In 1848, sisters Margaret and Kate Fox of Hydesville, New York, claimed mysterious knocking sounds in their home were messages from a murdered spirit. They developed a coded system of communication through raps and on walls and furniture. 1 knock for yes, 2 for no. Simple, dramatic, and wildly effective. Their story spread like wildfire through newspapers and word of mouth. Soon the sisters were performing public demonstrations, and the modern spiritualist movement was born. Years later, Margaret publicly confessed that the sounds had been made by cracking joints in their feet and toes, and then she later retracted the confession. Even now, historians debate motive, pressure, money, regret, and belief. But whether fraud, prank, or something stranger, the Fox sisters changed history. If the Fox sisters started spiritualism, Daniel Douglas Home became its greatest showman. Home was one of the most famous mediums in Victorian Europe. Unlike many others, he often refused payment, which supporters pointed to as proof of sincerity. Witnesses claimed he produced table levitations, spirit hands, objects moving on their own, musical instruments playing untouched, messages from spirits, and most famously, levitation. One of the most repeated story claims Home floated out of a 3rd-story window and re-entered through another. Believers considered him genuine. Skeptics considered him a gifted illusionist. Either way, Home became one of the most discussed paranormal figures of the 19th century. Can you just imagine walking by someone's house and there's just a guy levitating outside?
That happens to me all the time.
Oh, that's normal. Cool. Long before women commonly spoke publicly in America, Cora Scott, later known as Cora Hatch, was commanding packed audiences. Beginning as a teenager, Cora would enter trance states on stage and deliver long lectures said to come through spiritual control. Audiences were stunned not just by the claims, but by her intelligence, eloquence, and confidence. Remember, this was an era when women were expected to remain quiet in public life. Spiritualism gave women a rare platform for leadership. Cora later became a pastor in a spiritualist church and helped shape organized spiritualism in America. For many women, mediumship was not only supernatural, it was political.
Wow, she's so smart for a woman. Look at those
Wild.
female brains
She's
go.
so good at talking. Did you know women could talk?
Was that just a thought? Did you just think something?
You cannot talk about spiritualism without talking about Victoria Woodhull. She was a suffragist, reformer, stockbroker, publisher, and the first woman to run for president of the United States in 1872. She was also deeply involved in spiritualism. Woodhull and her sister reportedly used mediumship sessions to earn income and build social connections before entering politics and business. To many women of the era, séances offered something revolutionary, a place where women could speak, lead, be listened to, earn money, be taken seriously. Spiritualism and women's rights movements often overlapped, and Woodhull stood directly at that intersection. As photography became popular, spiritualism adapted quickly. Enter William H. Mumler, creator of spirit photography. Mumler claimed cameras could capture ghostly images of the dead standing beside the living. His most famous photograph may be of Mary Todd Lincoln, widow of Abraham Lincoln, appearing with the ghostly figure of her husband behind her, hands on her shoulders. To grieving families, these photos were powerful and emotional evidence of life after death. To critics, they were double exposures and backroom manipulation. Mumler was eventually taken to court on fraud charges. Though acquitted, his reputation suffered badly. But the idea never died. Even today, paranormal photography still borrows from his blueprint. Born Elizabeth Hope in London, she reinvented herself as Madame... Okay, I knew I was going to struggle with this word. Madame Desperance. It looks like disappearance. Madame Desperance.
disappearance.
That's what it looks like.
It's a good name, though.
It's a good name, right?
Yeah.
Madame Desperance, a dramatic and highly popular physical medium. She became famous for seances involving moving tables, spirit voices, materialized figures, ectoplasm, and ghostly flowers appearing in dark rooms. Ectoplasm. Which was usually described as mysterious spiritual matter emerging from the medium's body, which sounds dramatic until you learn it was often later revealed to be cheesecloth. Ghosts really said arts and crafts. One of her spirit entities named Yoland was exposed when a sister grabbed the apparition and discovered it was Madame Desapparence herself. She also claimed to make parts of her body disappear. Despite exposure and skepticism, she retained devoted followers and continued performing for decades. That pattern would become common in the mediumship history. Exposure did not always end belief. Italian medium Eusebia Palladino became an international sensation in late 1800s and early 1900s. Scientists, scholars, and investigators from across Europe tested her. During seances, witnesses claimed to observe floating tables, touches from invisible hands, curtains moving, instruments playing, objects levitating, yet investigators also repeatedly caught her cheating by freeing her hands or feet and manipulating objects herself. Some researchers dismissed her completely. Others insisted not everything could be explained away. She remains one of history's most controversial mediums. If physical mediums were dramatic, Leonora Piper represented a quieter mystery. An American trance medium, Piper became one of the most studied psychics in history. Researchers from the Society for Physical Research observed her for years. She entered trance states and delivered personal information allegedly from spirits. Even skeptical investigators admitted she was difficult to dismiss outright. Some thought fraud, others thought telepathy, others believed spirit communication. Piper became one of the rare mediums taken seriously by academics. Mediumship did not end with the Victorian era. It simply moved to television. Known for the show Crossing Over, John Edward popularized gallery-style readings for modern audiences. He brought mediumship into mainstream daytime television and became one of the most recognized psychic figures of the 2000s. Author, lecturer, and television personality James Van Pro helped reintroduce spirit communication to mass audiences through books and appearances focused on grief healing. Better known as the Long Island medium, Teresa Caputo became famous for blending emotional readings with bold personality and reality TV format. She helped introduce a new generation to mediumship culture. Through Hollywood medium, Tyler Henry became known for celebrity readings and a younger, more modern image of psychic work. Known as the inspiration for the television series Medium, Alison DeBow became associated with psychic profiling and criminal investigations. Whether genuine, self-deluded, intuitive, theatrical, or fraudulent, these people mattered because they gave shape to something humans deeply want. Proof that death is not the end, and every era creates the medium it needs. The Victorians had dark seance rooms. The 2000s had cable television. Today, we have TikTok live readings. Same desire, different lighting. By the mid to late 1800s, seances were everywhere. Rich people hosted them in parlors. Working families held home circles. Theaters sold tickets. Imagine entering a dark room lit by candles. Love already.
That's my house.
Everyone joins hands.
That's not my house.
The medium closes their eyes. A bell rings in the darkness. A table shakes. Someone gasps. A dead husband's name is spoken aloud. That wasn't just entertainment. That was emotional dynamite. What is a seance? A seance is a gathering meant to contact spirits, usually included dim lighting, circle seating, hands joined, a medium leading, questions to spirits, knocks, voices, movement, messages. Victorian seance culture became entertainment, religion, therapy, and a spectacle all at once. Some people attended weekly, others went like it was live theater. Throughout history, mediums used tools such as spirit trumpets, Ouija boards, automatic writing, pendulums, tarot cards, crystal balls, spirit slates, table tipping, candles and mirrors. Some were symbolic, some theatrical, some maybe psychological prompts, and some definitely props. Here's the problem. Many mediums were caught cheating repeatedly. Fake spirit hands, hidden assistants, moving tables with knees or feet, cheesecloth ectoplasm, being put places it shouldn't be, pre-written slate messages, feet pretending to be ghost hands, information gathered beforehand, cold reading techniques. The Fox sisters themselves eventually confessed they created the knocks by cracking joints in their feet.
Disgusting.
That's wild, by the way.
Wild. I'm just like, how do you, first of all, that's a loud crack.
Yeah, like I'm trying to make any noise at all with my toes right now and nothing's
There's
happening.
no way.
Yeah. Then later partially recanted. Messy doesn't begin to cover it. Because of fraud, the entire field became suspect. And honestly, fair enough.
There's always someone around to ruin something that's real.
Yeah.
Like there's just
if you
always.
can profit off of it, yeah.
Yeah.
One of mediumship's biggest enemies was Harry Houdini.
I think that might be my next hyperfixation, honestly. I knew that was coming.
She's over here like, come on, say it. Say it. After losing his mother, Houdini desperately wanted proof of the afterlife. Instead, he found fraud after fraud. He attended séances undercover, exposed tricks publicly, used his magician's knowledge to explain how miracles were staged. Houdini exposed methods like hidden accomplices, coded language, moving objects in darkness, and fake spirit manifestations. He became one of the loudest public critics of fraudulent mediumship. His crusade made him a hero to skeptics and a villain to believers. Many believers hated him. Many skeptics adored him. His battle with Conan Doyle became symbolic of a larger war: faith versus evidence, hope versus deception. Meanwhile, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, creator of Sherlock Holmes, strongly believed in spiritualism. After personal losses during World War I, Doyle became convinced that mediumship proved survival after death. Arthur Conan Doyle was one of spiritualism's most passionate defenders. He wrote books, gave lectures, attended seances, and publicly defended mediums. His wife, Jean, reportedly practiced automatic writing, where messages were said to flow through the hand unconsciously. Doyle's belief was so strong that it damaged his friendship with Harry Houdini, who spent years exposing fraudulent mediums. It's one of history's strangest celebrity feuds. It remains one of history's greatest ironies. The man who created fiction's greatest detective believed that mediums were real.
The thing is, though, is I think that Houdini wanted to believe. I think that he missed his mom so much that he's like, I want this to be true. But because Houdini did what he did, he knows how to put on a show.
Yeah.
He knows the behind the scenes. So he knows what to look for to prove that you're fake. I think, in my opinion, that he would have loved to be proven wrong.
Oh, probably for sure.
Yeah, that's the...
Maybe he just wasn't unfortunately going to all the wrong shows.
For
all
sure.
the wrong seances. Organizations like the Society for Cyclical Research investigated mediums scientifically, sometimes exposing fraud, sometimes publishing unexplained cases. To this day, no consistent scientific evidence has proven mediumship under controlled conditions, but belief remains widespread. Because human experience is messy, grief is powerful, coincidences happen, and sometimes people walk away from a reading convinced something real occurred. Mediumship never disappeared. It evolved. Now you'll find television mediums, TikTok psychics, Zoom readings, psychic fairs, paranormal conventions, spiritual retreats, online tarot readers. Some focus on healing and closure, some on entertainment, some seem sincere, and some seem predatory. Same as the 1800s, just with Wi-Fi. One of the most surprising parts of this story is that spiritualism did not vanish with the Victorian era. It still has physical communities. There are actual towns and seasonal camps where mediumship, healing services, spirit communication, and spiritualist traditions are still practiced openly today. These places are part religious center, part historical time capsule, part paranormal curiosity, and part tourist destination. And yes, you can still go. If there's a capital city of American spiritualism, it is Lily Dale. Located in western New York near Cassadaga Lake, Lily Dale began in the late 1800s as a spiritualist summer camp and grew into the most famous spiritualist community in the United States. Today, it is a peaceful village filled with Victorian cottages, tree-lined roads, historic meeting halls, gardens, and walking trails. During the summer season, thousands of visitors come from around the world. What makes Lily Dale unique is that mediumship is still central to everyday life there. Visitors can attend private medium readings, public messages services, healing demonstration, classes on intuition and spiritual development, meditation circles, spiritualist church services, lectures on life after death, healing, and consciousness. Lily Dale also has registered mediums who go through an approval and testing process before practicing there, which supporters say helps maintain standards. The atmosphere is often described as calm, nostalgic, and strangely timeless. Some people visit for serious spiritual reasons. Others come for history, curiosity, or paranormal interest. And many people simply want one thing: the chance to hear from someone they miss. If Lily Dale is the summer capital of spiritualism, Cassadaga, Florida, is its warm weather counterpart. Founded in the 1890s, Cassadaga was created as a southern spiritualist community and remains active today. It is often called the psychic capital of the South. Located near Orlando and Daytona, Cassadaga is a small historic town known for oak-lined streets, old cottages, metaphysical shops, and an atmosphere that feels separate from the outside world. Unlike Lily Dale's seasonal rhythm, Cassadaga functions year-round. Visitors can book mediumship readings, aura and energy sessions, healing services, spiritual counseling, séances and message circles, workshops and classes, and church services at Kobe Memorial Temple. Cassadaga also leans more openly into paranormal tourism, so alongside sincere spiritual practice, you'll also find ghost tours, haunted stories, crystals, and metaphysical shopping. Locals often speak of spirits as casually as neighbors. Hello, Frisker. Are you like Googling these places, like adding to the trip?
I'm looking to see where it is in Florida.
I have an excursion coming.
Seen how far it was from Tampa?
How far is it?
It's closer to Orlando.
Some visitors arrive grieving. Some arrive skeptical. Some arrive just curious. Many leave saying the energy there feels different. There are some smaller places. Snowflake Spiritualist Church Group in Arizona is a smaller, long-running camp located in Arizona, providing a quieter, intimate intimate setting for spiritualist practices since 1899. Chain Lake Spiritualist Camp in Indiana, an older community founded around 1921, continuing the tradition of spiritualism camp meetings. Wonowoc Spiritualist Camp in Wisconsin, located 30 miles west of the Wisconsin Dells. This historic camp, operating since 1874, is open during summer months, June, July, August. It welcomes visitors to explore the grounds, attend services, or book readings with mediums. These communities survived changing times, scientific criticism, and the collapse of the original spiritualist boom. Why? Because they offer something modern life often doesn't: stillness, hope, ritual, connection, and the possibility, however small, that love continues after death. Even if you don't believe in mediumship, places like Lily Dale and Cassadaga are living pieces of American history where an entire movement never completely disappeared. Oh no, the flame is flaming. Oh no. It's fine, I'm sure. The flowers catch on fire. Are you trying to shake my sister's hand?
No, seeing how warm it was close to the flowers, it's not warm. Yes, how do you do?
New podcast host, my sister.
Who is in an urn, for the record. You guys can't see. There's like an altar next to us with a candle that's flame is going wild.
Yeah, it is.
And then there's the urn.
Maybe she likes that we're talking about mediums.
Some dried flowers next to it. I'm sure it's fine.
From her funeral.
Speaking of mediums.
Yeah, exactly. I laugh so I don't cry.
I'm just very distracted by how tall this flame is getting.
It'll be fine.
The wick isn't even that long. It's crazy.
It's not. It was a brand new candle. I think we're just gonna
rewind.
Yeah. Even with skepticism, fraud, and science pushing back, people still seek mediums. Why? Because sometimes people don't want certainty. Why? Certainty. They want comfort.
Why?
Is that what I sound like?
Yeah, this is really funny. Why?
I'm just gonna reread this paragraph like 6 times until it's right.
Sorry. I like to join the conversation without interrupting you, but why?
You're supposed to join the conversation.
Look, manners. It seems very rude for me to interrupt what you're saying.
You're supposed to talk. This is a podcast.
I'm talking. I just wait for a pause.
Why?
Why?
Because sometimes people don't want certainty.
Why?
They want comfort. They want one more conversation, one more apology, one more sign, one more I'm still here. That emotional need is timeless. And that brings us to now, why I chose this episode. Because after all the history, all the controversy, all the stories of fraud and faith, Lacey and I recently sat down with a medium at a convention. The reading began, and some of the details were specific enough that we looked at each other like, hold on. How would they know that?
And you absolutely gave nothing away.
Yeah, I was like not giving any information at all. So next, we're going to tell you exactly what happened. Did we experience something genuine? Were we cold read? Did this person somehow know things they shouldn't? But let's just say it left us with more questions than answers, which may be the most authentic medium experience possible. As soon as we walked by this medium's table, I was like, I want a reading from her.
I saw her the day before, and she was always busy.
Yeah. And you were on the fence. You were like, oh, maybe I'll go get a tarot reading from that guy over there.
Yeah. I really want a palm reading. That's like my not my hyperfixation, but that's like my obsession right now in this realm of things is I want a palm reading.
Someone touch my hand.
Yeah. I'm touch starved. I just want you to.
I rubbed your head earlier. Dang.
Wasn't my hand though. I also really want like a facial, and I keep seeing videos of head spas, and I'm just like, oh, I want that so bad.
Okay, so at the convention we went to.
Day 2.
Well, day 1 we were walking around looking at everything. Day 2, I think we kind of went, there wasn't necessarily anything we needed to do on day 2. I just kept saying, oh, I kind of just want to look around one more time. But it's because I wanted to go to this medium.
Which you didn't mention. You're just like, I just like want to walk around.
No, I knew why I wanted to walk around.
You had not mentioned.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
But we already had tickets. Like, we paid for the multi-day pass.
Yeah, so.
Might
as well look around.
Might as well
go to the medium. She is called Oracle Pink. You can find her on Instagram. And she was scary accurate. Like, I think it was Lacey and another friend of ours. They were like behind me for a while because there was like 2 chairs. Like the chair that I was sitting in, a chair next to me, but there was 3 of us. So our friend was like sitting next to the stage or like on the ground, and you were like standing there, and you eventually sat down with me.
Yeah, because she didn't like want to sit. I'm like, do you want to just sit on the floor? And she's like, no, we'll just stand. I'm like, I don't want to stand anymore.
Well, the reading was a while. I can't remember. Did I get like a 30-minute reading?
Or longer. I don't remember.
Yeah. I did the longest reading because I was like, I want to know. It was
like 45 minutes or something.
I don't know. But I really didn't like give her any information at all or say there was like anything specific that I was looking answers for. I was
nothing.
Like, I kind of just want to see what's going on, you know? And she starts talking about someone with dark hair from my past is coming back into my life, and it's really important, and we're going to collaborate, and it's going to be something major in our lives. And Lacey's just like vibrating behind me, like talking to Chrissy, like, I hope it's me. I hope it's me.
I don't think I was quite vibrating, but
when you were getting your reading, that's what Chrissy said. She's just like, Lacey kept saying, I hope it's me. I had to make her come sit down next to me. But yeah, so that person probably is Lacey. We've been friends since high school. She moved away. She left me for Pennsylvania.
When I moved back, by the way, I had jet black hair.
That's true. I forgot.
Like, I was picturing, like, the first outing we did, we went to, like, Hacienda, and there's a picture of me, and you're like, look who I ran into.
Yeah.
And, like, I had jet black hair.
I completely forgot your hair was black. But since you've been back in Michigan, we've pretty much been attached at the hip. And collaboration, podcast. This year I will go through a lot of changes for the better. A lot of stuff about separation and loss came up. Boy, oh boy, was that right? She sees me traveling a lot, possibly for new opportunities. Which was also kind of crazy because I had been traveling a ton for work at the time, but also we had multiple trips planned.
Multiple.
We were at a trip.
We were on a trip
for paranormal stuff. And we're always talking about places that we want to go. So that's crazy already. She's talking about like maybe going on a trip with friends, driving in a car with lots of people, traveling. She saw like an older music venue or something and was like, you need to work on your public speaking, which was weird. But then she's also like, or maybe you like, if there's a concert coming up that you really want to go to, maybe you should go to that, especially if that's an old venue and stuff. Like, she doesn't know I love going to concerts. That's so random too. Like,
and it's not like you were wearing a concert shirt that day either.
No, yeah. She kept talking about a ring that was black onyx, and she like literally drew a picture of this ring, which black onyx is like my favorite stone.
Which is wild because you are like, you keep buying black onyx rings like right around this time.
Yeah, and also I wore some the day before when we didn't talk to her. I wasn't wearing any rings this day. I forgot to put them on. They were like in my luggage or something in the car. So it's crazy for her to like bring it up when I'm not wearing anything.
Yeah, to be so specific.
And this is like a ring that I've not looked at, but like I've looked at a similar shape before because I was like, I love this ring. This is amazing. She said I was going to get engaged. I don't know about all that. She kept saying like 3 was an important number. She talked about my soulmate and said I would meet them spontaneously.
It took you a while in the reading to ask if this person was someone you were with now.
Yeah, she kept like talking about this like soulmate person, and then I wasn't giving her any information at all. I was just like, nodding my head, and she's like, okay, we've gone through this. We have like this many minutes left. I'm not letting you leave until you ask me a question. So I was like, okay. So I was like, is this soulmate person you're talking about? Is it like someone I know now? And she's just like, oh, do you have a picture? And I'm like, no. And she's like, everyone has social media. Show me a picture. And I was like, no. So I did. And she's like, oh no. You and this person looks like this, and you're going to meet spontaneously.
What's really funny is she's like, there's someone walking around that kind of looks like what I'm seeing. And the way she described him sounded like the guy the night before.
Ed.
I did not like Ed. But like Chrissy and I were dying, like our other friend, like Ed. Just immediately like, Ed. Just like, there's a guy walking around. I don't see him today. And we're both just like, Ed. Not really thinking it's him, but just it was funny from the night before.
Yeah. Crazy. But yeah, she's like, no, that person's your friend, basically. She talked about like a white house she was drawing. And she said something about me traveling to maybe Washington. And I was like, I don't know why I would do that unless I'm going on a Twilight road trip. But basically, this is a year of self-growth and focusing on myself and letting go. And I will grow spiritually and personally. She talked about, she kept saying that it felt like she was talking to a grandmotherly figure, which adds up because I don't have any grandparents left. And she was kind of like, you got to stop being lazy. You need to go back to your hobbies. Your hobbies make you happy. You need to do some decluttering around the house, which is so true.
Yeah, Jasmine was very called out for that one.
Yeah. She said something about one of my animals is trying to tell me, like, there's stuff I need to do around the house, too. Like, she as soon as like I opened up a little bit, she was like, okay, now that you've asked me a question, I'm getting so much more information. And
you were like a stone wall. You're like, I'm not telling you nothing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to give her anything. I wanted to know what she
makes
said.
sense, yeah.
And at the end, I'm like, everything you've said is spot on. This is so crazy. I don't even know how to react right now.
Yeah, you were definitely in shock. I think even like on the way home, we like stopped and ate. And I think you were, Christina, are just like, she okay? You're just very in your head, just like processing.
It was so much information.
A lot of information, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of like possibly life-changing information.
Yeah, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like, you're going to pick up a new hobby. You're going to be really into gardening now. It was just like, your life's going to turn upside down. You're going to get a new job. You're going to move across the country. You're going to
lose some stuff.
Yeah.
Some very, very important stuff.
Yeah, like it was a lot of...
Something about like signing a contract or something too. Like, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. And I was just like, I was not expecting this reading to go the way it did.
Knowing what I know now, I wish I would have recorded the whole thing.
I do too. And she even said that during my reading. She's like, this is such a powerful reading. I wish you were recording this.
Yeah.
And me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, after my reading, Lacey was like, okay, it's my turn.
Well, like, and I definitely was just like, I kind of want to be this friend. And like everything she was saying to me led to the podcast. And I'm just like, okay, I believe her.
Yeah.
So I like went in there like not holding anything back. I'm like, she's already proved herself with Jasmine. I'm ready to go. And like, I only did the short one. I was like, first of all, we've been sitting here forever. I'm not going to make
my bad.
Well, I just didn't want to make everyone continue to sit.
Well, I wouldn't have cared.
I did the shorter one.
Yeah.
And
you also, still got a lot of information.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But you were like, am I the friend?
Immediately.
She's like, you know, I thought it was one of you two over there, but I couldn't tell which one.
I also liked how we were sitting on the floor waiting for you, and the guy we had talked the day before, like, was like, "Oh, are we forming a line?"
he was also like, "You're next," to Chrissy, and she's like, "No, I'm not."
Nope.
I ruined readings for her because she had a bad tarot reading by me. All the cards were like, whoa, are you okay? And she's like, no, I'm not.
The first thing she asked was like, do you have pets? And I was like, yeah, like I have one. And she was definitely shocked that I only had one. And then she's like, do you have a lot of deceased pets? And I'm just like, nope. Like, so that was weird. And she says that I'm a doolittle, which I definitely believe that. Like,
my animals love you, and they don't love everybody.
Your animals are like also like they have medical issues that strangers can't be around them. They have to be medicated for things. And like, I watch your animals whenever you need or whatever.
Yeah,
and
with no issues.
Right? Like no issues. So like I get that. Animals are definitely drawn to me. I think that was probably my favorite thing of the reading though.
I like the Doolittle.
She's like, you're a Doolittle. Like, I'm glad I got the reference.
You're like, huh?
I know what Doolittle is. She also said I communicate with them. Oh.
I mean, you were talking to Frisker earlier.
Yeah, we're in deep conversations. I did have that really weird dream that your cats kept calling me Patty. Like,
okay, Patty.
I was like, what? It's a very strange dream. We didn't bring up specifics, but like she did say that yes, I am that friend. She sees me in front of a computer. Doing a job that I didn't even know was like a thing that I could do for money.
Ooh, OnlyFans.
Oh, I know that's a thing. But like now as I'm researching with my computer, I'm just like, Could I be a researcher? Like,
oh, definitely.
Go down like rabbit holes for people?
You 100% can do that as a job.
But me personally, could I somehow figure out?
I'm sure you could.
Anyway. She also says that she asked us if we filmed for our podcast, and I said no. And she says we need to start being in front of a camera.
Oh, can you imagine?
No. No, I cannot. She also said that I am the boss. Like, I'm in charge of scheduling because I'm organized.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, that is not how Jasmine and I relationship has ever worked. I do not like being in charge.
I'm like, you're the boss now.
And I'm like, no, I am not. I get scheduling because, like, it makes her mad. But when we get together, I'm always asking Jasmine, I'm like, is this your time or my time?
How dare you?
Exactly. She's like 15 minutes late to everything.
I'm
if
sorry.
not more.
I get so distracted. It's how my brain works.
And if I'm not like 15 minutes early, I'm late. I like panic.
I'm stuck on the highway. I'm gonna be late for work.
Oh my God, I was in traffic and they like took the highway down to one lane. Yeah, and I'm texting Jasmine like, I'm gonna be late. I am panicking.
And I'm like, and I'm gonna tell everyone.
Like, would you stop? Like, this is my worst nightmare. I am so scared right now. I don't want to be late.
I'm going to tell everyone. And I'm literally the person you have to tell if you're going to be late. Like,
right? Like, as our job, Jasmine is my boss. Like, that is not how this works. But yeah, when we go places, I'm like, is this your time or my time?
Yeah.
And all our friends are also this way. They're like, we had a Christmas party at my house and everyone's like, I'm gonna be late, and then someone's like, oh, thank God, because I'm gonna be late too. 45 minutes after we were supposed to get together, I'm like ready to go, and they're like, I think I'm almost there. I'm like, 45 minutes later, like,
it's usually not that bad. It's usually just me. I was the last one there.
That's true, but they were all late, and I'm wondering, they're like, we don't want to get there before Jasmine.
I doubt that was it.
But like, I am definitely, if I am not at least 10 to 15 minutes early, I am late.
Yeah, you're always like even last night you were like, so are we planning a time, or are you just gonna text me? Because I'm always like, well, I kind of want to sleep in.
So I'm like, just pick a roundabout hour, and if you want to change it, let me know. But I'd like to have a time to shoot for. I don't want to still be like in bed at 11:30 when Jasmine's like, I'm on my way. Which wouldn't happen because
no. I usually message you like, oh, this happened.
Yeah. But again, I need a schedule.
You're in charge of scheduling.
That's fine. I don't want to be in charge of anything else.
You're the boss now.
No way.
I think I even was sitting in the chair at this point and like laughed and was like, you're the boss.
Yeah. And I turned and glared at you like, no, I am not.
And she's just like, yes.
No. She said my spirit guide is an older woman with red hair and was wearing a white blouse. That meant nothing to me. But I think a lot of spirit guides, which in my head I always picture family members, but I don't think they are.
They can not be.
Right. I think when you talk about mediums, not that I'm a medium, but like your spirit guides are like people who have chosen you from birth, usually. Like they're with you. But mine was an older woman with red hair.
Interesting.
I don't
hear that part.
I don't think there's anyone in my family that... My mom had red hair when she was younger, but she's still with us, by the way.
Your mom that's still alive?
I was trying to picture red hair. I'm going to have a lot of people who want to collaborate with me, and an older male father figure is going to come into my life as a mentor.
I don't know about that.
That's what I was told. I'm just like, I'm like looking around the convention, like,
Is it one of these people?
And we had just talked to the other guy that does tours, I think in Chicago too. He was like at the end with all the TVs. And I'm just like, you think it's like one of these guys?
You're like, will you be my dad?
Father figure who was a mentor.
Daddy?
No. Nope. And then when like we were talking about how we currently work together, she's like, she saw an industrial metal kitchen counter where tickets go. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
And I was like, that's because I'm a line cook currently. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Right? She's like, yeah, I'm picturing like a metal industrial and like tickets go. I'm like,
you're like, yeah, and?
And? She also said that we won't be there long at all. She's like, yeah, you guys won't be there long.
Me has been at this job for 18 years.
84 years. But I think in yours, she said that like you won't be there long and like your job's grown stagnant. Yeah. I very specifically remember the word stagnant.
Yeah.
Again, I wish I would have recorded this.
Oh, me too.
Right?
Now I know for future readings. Record this.
Record.
Yeah.
She said that I need to let people in. I have a hard time trusting and letting someone in, but I'll be better for it.
Like if you let people in, you'll be better for
Apparently.
it? You don't have to let everyone in. Just some people.
I need to let more people in, apparently.
Not everybody, though.
Just more.
Yes.
I'm very like,
open up. Open right up. Let me in there.
You will open up.
Let me in there.
She also said that you and I will have jealousy issues. And I think I just turned to look at you like...
For what?
Like the podcast. I think that's like where our contract came in.
Oh, it's because I'm going to replace you with Jessica.
Listen here. You get today, and if you ever bring it up again...
It's such a good one, though. This is such a good dream. It's so funny.
It's not funny to me.
Oh, the jealousy is coming in. I see it.
Is it?
Yeah. Your eyes turn to flames.
Oh. I thought they just watered because I was going to cry.
No. They turned to flames.
I finally asked about romantic partners because she did not bring that up at all for me.
And... did she say what romantic partner?
She's like, you don't date. And I'm like, I do not.
Facts.
She said, I'll be too busy for a while, but I will meet him and become friends first. Which like makes sense to me because I've always told Jasmine that like I can't have someone ask me on a date. Like I need to have like someone trick me into it, and then like one day I just be like, "Are we dating? Are we?" And Jasmine's like, "Kind of like our friendship." And I'm like, "Yeah." Like 15 years down the line, I'm just gonna be like, "Are we dating?"
Didn't she say it was gonna be like a paranormal person?
Yeah. So. He will be into this stuff too. He'll have tattoos, red hair. He'll be shorter than I'd like. I think she said he'd be stocky. I think stocky was the word that she used. Very funny.
That's what you need in your life.
She kept wanting to say prankster, but decided on clown. But like... so it made sense to me because, like, I do not like pranks. They're not funny to me.
Yeah.
I feel like pranking most of the time is mean.
Yeah.
And that, like, she's like, I want to say prankster, but, like, he's not a prankster. He's just kind of a clown. Like, he's just very funny. And, like, I definitely need someone, like, to riff off of. Like,
yeah. Podcast.
Someone very boring and not funny, like... Can you imagine you're just like joking around? They're like, that's not funny. I'm like, actually it is.
That's stupid. Your jokes are stupid.
You're stupid. She said to keep my big plans to myself because haters will try and steal my opportunities.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. Which, like,
I feel like sounds right for you.
People can't ruin what they don't know about.
I like how keep your big plans to yourself, but you need to open up more.
Right? You need to let more people in, but don't talk about your big plans.
Yeah, small talk only.
Which, like, I feel like I've had to become a very closed person about what I'm doing. Like, I feel like I shouldn't talk about a lot of stuff because it gets used against me.
Yeah. Which is terrible.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it's just my life.
It's terrible.
She said there's a lot of jealousy with the women on my mom's side, and I immediately heard you talking to Chrissy, like going like, yeah, you're like, that is so true. The women immediately.
Chrissy was like, shh. I pulled her over here during your reading because she was acting like this.
we just know each other so well that, like, I also think that, like, I don't have boundary issues, but, like, I get excited for things that, like, I do kind of vibrate a little. So, like, she's like,
she's like, Lacey, over here right now.
But the jealousy issues, they'll stop with me. But I'm wondering if it's because I'm not having children, so the line stops with me. Like, I'm not creating more of this line.
I'm done.
No kids.
Done.
She said I'll also be making way more money. And, like, I'm here for it. Please.
Aren't we all?
Right?
I think she said that to me too.
I think my favorite, I even wrote it down like in asterisks in here, is my favorite thing from yours is she said men who don't have good relationships with their mothers can't be good partners.
That's true.
It is true. And it's just like, it stuck out so much to me when she said it to you. And I'm just like
we didn't have to get in that deep to that part.
No, just that part. I'm not like, just, I like that quote.
Yeah.
I think it's a good bit of information to keep, you know, in your back pocket of notice how men are with their mothers.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have a good relationship there, then they don't know how to be a good partner.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the opposite too if they're too close.
Oh, yes, also. But that's also, I wouldn't consider that a good relationship. That's weird.
Oh, definitely not. Yeah.
I just keep picturing like the red hair and the stocky and like paranormal. Like,
but yeah, I think it was absolutely crazy.
Yes. I also liked her cards.
She used like different cards for like different sections of the reading for me. You got the shorter reading, so I don't know if she used more than one deck for you, but
she definitely had like a Beatles deck.
Yeah. She like used that for a specific section. She's like, okay, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this. It's like broken down into like 3 or 4 sections.
But I think she had like 2 sets of the same version, and one was colored and one was not. Yeah. And they were like laminated almost. Yeah. And I was like,
they probably get a whole lot of use.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing so much like with your tarot cards. And like, you'd have to go through decks if you used them that much.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I was fascinated by the tarot cards.
Did you say, oh, I love your card?
No, I didn't. I think she was like in your reading in that point, and Chrissy like holding me back physically, like,
let me at him. Let me at him. But yeah, her name is Oracle Pink. She is on Instagram, and she also has a website. So you could.
She's also on TikTok.
Is she on TikTok?
Yeah.
I haven't seen her TikTok.
Yeah, she pops up on my feed because I think I follow her.
What the heck? I want to follow her.
I think she's on there, I think, doing readings, like quick readings, and I think she tries to raise money for, she worked with law enforcement trying to find missing.
Yeah, she said she's helped with cases trying to find like missing people or on specific like.
Yeah, I think she's big, not on human trafficking. I think she's big in trying to help find the people that are being trafficked.
Yeah.
But I think she raises money for that. So I think she's on TikTok a lot.
Oh, for that. That makes sense.
Which is weird as you, the TikTok person.
She's never popped up for me. That's crazy.
I think I went and looked for her, though.
I didn't look for her TikTok.
Oh.
I have her Instagram that I follow her, and her website, because you can go on her website and you can schedule a reading with her.
Which you still...
I technically have it's like a 10-minute reading or a 15-minute reading or something, since I paid for the longer reading at the convention.
Yeah, you got like a bonus remote reading.
Yeah, so we do like a Zoom call.
Which I hate that. I hate phone calls. I don't want to...
I get it. I'm used to like meetings for work though now. So a lot of things are like Zoom meetings or Zoom. So I get it. Or people who just like to talk through FaceTime. Like that's a thing now.
Oh.
Yeah. So I get it because you can't always...
Nothing against her at all.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
me
no.
as a person. That sounds disgusting.
Yeah. You can't always see someone or channel something.
Like anytime Jasmine and I call each other, it's panic.
Hello?
Yeah. Answering the phone. Hello? What's wrong? Are you okay? One time I called you and you missed it and you're like, I almost just drove to your house.
I did almost just drive to your house.
I thought you like fell down a well. All of a sudden I have wells.
You have an old house. Maybe you had an old well in your yard that you didn't know about, that you fell in.
I'm in the store trying to figure out how many boxes of rice she wants.
And I think she fell in a well, okay?
We really need to start calling each other just to
I
get that
literally
panic out.
said that to Chrissy when I was like doing my rounds to give bad news. Chrissy was my last call, and I just go, hey, can I call you for a minute? And I call her and she goes, hello. And I go, look, I love you all dearly, and I've had to call and talk to all of my friends recently. We need to stop doing this to each other.
Yeah, if there's a phone call, it's panic. Like, what's wrong? Usually Jasmine's on the other side crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, hello? And just, can I come over? Or, do you want to ride with me to the vet?
Yeah. Tragedy after tragedy. But yeah, amazing reading. Want to get more readings. I've had like a tarot reading done before. It was a couples reading though. It wasn't like a personal reading. So that was very interesting. But like this reading was crazy and so accurate.
Yeah, I definitely want my palm read.
You're so obsessed with the palm reading. We're gonna have to go to a psychic fair, which will be very exciting because there's all kinds of things. Oh, she said that she feels like Reiki would help me, so now I'm obsessed with wanting to get Reiki done.
Which there's a place by us.
Yeah,
that also teaches Reiki.
That would be cool.
I want to learn Reiki. I need to get a Reiki session done first to see even what it is.
Yeah.
But there is a place that does Reiki that I really...
Yeah.
We should do that soon.
Maybe mediums are gifted. Maybe they're intuitive psychologists. Maybe some are frauds. Maybe some truly believe. Or maybe the truth lives somewhere in between. But one thing is certain. As long as humans love, lose, and wonder what comes next, we will search for ways to speak to loved ones again. And somewhere, someone will always be willing to listen and claim they can help. Tell us what you think. Have you ever had a reading? Did a medium tell you something impossible to know? Or do you think it's psychology and performance? As Lacey squeezes my putty. Thanks for listening to Girls Just Wanna Get Haunted. Got a ghost story or haunted location for us? Email girlsjustwannagethaunted@gmail.com and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Girls Just Wanna Get Haunted. We'll see you next time. Same podcast, new haunt.